Question here is, what would have happened if Marcus from the Volturi and Twilight had found out that Aro was the one who unalived his wife, Dita May, who is also Aro's own sister? Stephenie Meyer actually answers this in the fan fiction that she released for the 10th anniversary of Twilight's publication, which is a gender-bent version of Twilight called Life and Death. Now, she wrote this book to prove that the original book was not sexist and that the book would be the same even if the genders were swapped. And then she proceeds to change Beau, aka Bella's whole personality, basically. She has Beau reading 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea because God forbid a man read Jane Austen. But one change that she did make, which I think is really cool, is at the end, when Beau becomes a vampire at the end of this story, Edward is kind of just trauma dumping and explaining everything that Beau needs to know while he's going through this painful transformation. And she tells the story of this coup that happened in the vampire police, the Volturi. She says the Volturi used to be 6 people. They were divided in half by an unalivement. Leaders were Aro, Marcus, and Caius, and Aro's wife Sulpicia, Marcus's wife Dita May, who's also Aro's sister, and Athenadora, who is Caius's wife. So what happens in this situation is that Aro unalives his sister Dita May, Marcus's wife, because he doesn't want Marcus to leave the Volturi, and there is one witness, and it is Aro's wife Sulpicia. Sulpicia is this is dark-sided, and she turns Aro over to Marcus and the Volturi guard. And even after this horrible betrayal, they have a hard time figuring out what to do with Aro because they're worried about just executing him because his talent is so important that they're worried that they won't be able to succeed without him. Sulpicia seeks out this young girl whose talent is that she can absorb another vampire's powers. She can't keep them for herself, but she can transfer them to another vampire. So Sulpicia has the girl take Aro's gift, touch Sulpicia, give the power to Sulpicia, and then they execute Aro. Now, once Sulpicia has Aro's gift, can touch somebody now and learn all their thoughts, she finds out that Caius was actually involved in the plot as well. So guess what? Caius is executed too. The Volturi is run in a much more benevolent way by Sulpicia, Athenadora, Caius's wife, and Marcus. They still have the vampire laws about secrecy, but that's pretty much it. They do rule with a benevolent hand, and they're not constantly going on missions trying to unalive vampires. Give me a book about this, please.